Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. As always, if you're finding me for the very first time, please be sure to click that like and subscribe button. So guys, Square Enix has reportedly lost over 63 million on Marvel's Avengers. This is big because people are saying that they lost more money than EA lost on Anthem. That's insane. That's insane. Anthem was a massive, massive failure. Within the first 3 to 4 months, that game dropped down to $10 at Best Buy. I picked it up for $10, the special edition at Walmart a few months back, maybe like 6 months back for $10. So Anthem was a massive failure. Avengers is apparently more of a failure than Anthem, costing Square Enix over $63 million on the Avengers. And look, I can only give you my reasons why I didn't like the game, okay? Now, I did pick this game up on launch day, and I picked up the PC version. I really enjoyed the beta. When I played the beta, I enjoyed the beta. But the problem is, once you get to a certain part of the game, it no longer feels like the game that you were expecting to play. It felt more like Destiny. And that's great if you're a fan of Destiny. But a lot of people that are the people that are going to go out to play Avengers isn't looking to play a Destiny style game. They're looking to play like a Crystal Dynamics type. Well, Crystal Dynamics did this, but they're looking to play more like Insomniac Spider-Man. They're looking to play something like that. So what Square Enix did and Crystal Dynamics did with Destiny was they wanted to try to take the best of what Spider-Man was on PlayStation, make it a multi-platform game, and also make it a multiplayer game where it was basically like an action MMO where you had like gear and stuff. And the thing was, like, you upgrade your gear and you get stronger, but your gear doesn't represent how your character looks. So at least in Destiny, when you get stronger gear, you look different. So it makes it unique. It's like, why am I going to keep looking for the stronger gear? It doesn't change the appearance of my character at all. The multiplayer aspect is definitely what turned me off on the game, because I wasn't expecting to get that. I was expecting to get this linear story game that was an action game, which felt much like the Spider-Man game, but with the Avengers. And I thought I was getting that for the first couple hours of the game, but then when it branches off into this like multiplayer MMO, it lost me. At that point, I was like, you know what? I'm checked out of this game. I'm going to go play something else. The graphics did look shoddy and a lot of stuff. The first couple weeks the game was out, the game was very buggy, glitching in certain spots, and I wasn't having fun with the game. If I don't have fun with the game, then I'm not going to play the game. So I am kind of, I'm sad but not sad that Square Enix is losing 63 million on Avengers. Square Enix is a company that I have the most respect for. I bleed Squaresoft. Like back in the day, Squaresoft, Square Enix, I love it. Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, even the reboot of Tomb Raider with Crystal Dynamics. I love what Square brings to the table. There's so many good titles that they bring, especially in the RPG genre. It just didn't work for Avengers. It didn't work for Avengers. We seen the trailer. It looked good. And another thing that bothers me about this game was I felt like it was a lot of false advertisement within the commercials and trailers we were getting until like the month before the game came out. It looked like we were going to play as the Avengers and this thing was going to happen and the Avengers would be split up and they were coming back and whatnot. And then it turned into a story focused on Kamala Khan. It was like, hey, we're abandoning everything that you thought this game was going to be about, and we're gonna focus on Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. And at that point, I was like, well, this is not what I signed up for. Yes, later on in the game, as you start reaching the other Avengers, you get to choose who you want to play as, but it still feels like you're playing the entire game in the perspective of Kamala Khan, which is fine, but you should have sold the game that way. They didn't sell the game. For like the past E3s and stuff leading up to the launch of this game, they did not sell the game as a Kamala Khan game. When Spider-Man came out, you're getting Spider-Man Miles Morales, and they're telling you you're playing as Miles Morales. They're not sitting there selling you on Peter Parker and then swapping it to Miles Morales. They're telling you, no, this is Peter Parker's game, this is Miles Morales' game. If this game is like Miss Marvel, just just call it Miss Marvel. I know it has the Avengers in it and whatnot, but I feel there was a lot of sneakiness going on with the marketing of this game. Like, it was, hey, this is actually a Destiny Avengers game. So it's like Destiny. It's an MMO where you go get loot and stuff. And also, the main character is Kamala Khan. And I just feel like they really kind of hit those two aspects. And when the word started coming out, a lot of people stopped playing it. Like I did not have fun with the game. And to me, if you're playing a game, you want to have fun. Did I have fun in the first couple hours of the game? Yeah, there were certain things, like when I got to play as Captain America, that was awesome. And then it just kind of, it fell. I didn't like playing as Iron Man. I thought the flying dynamics and control scheme and the gameplay just, it fell flat on a lot of characters. And I just didn't have fun with the game. And I'm sorry that Square Enix has lost 63 million on Avengers. Hopefully they made more than that much money back on Final Fantasy VII Remake, so they're not going to take a major loss. But yeah, it's bad. I mean, here's the numbers now. Marvel, it looks like a total cost of the game is closer to 170 to 190 million, given the only expanse 70% of the cost of the quarterly market. So yeah, I mean, they lost some money, man. They lost some money, and it's a shame. But I mean, you can't go in with false marketing, selling it one-to-one, selling it as like, hey, this is like the Spider-Man game, but with Avengers. But then when you get it, you find out it's a MMO loot game, and Kamala Khan is actually the main protagonist. It's weird, but anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on it. I think it's very, very interesting and sad that Square Enix lost so much money on Marvel Avengers. There's a reason why people don't talk about this game very often. You're going to see this game going on sale for like $15-20 on Black Friday, if it's not already on sale at GameStops and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be like the next Anthem, and in fact, it's actually worse than Anthem. It's so less than worse, it's so less than Anthem, so that's not a good sign. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Till next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.